Hey Capricorn, I just pulled cards for you about something that has been coming through so strongly in the energy lately, and I need to share what I am seeing because this is actually pretty significant. So we are looking at early February, and there is someone in your past, maybe an ex or someone you had a connection with, and the cards are showing me some really interesting patterns about what is happening on their end right now. I have been doing readings for a while, and when I see this particular combination of energies, it usually means someone is going through a pretty intense realization about what they walked away from. Now, before we dive into the specific cards, I want you to understand that this is not about getting your hopes up or living in the past. This is about you understanding the full picture of what is energetically happening around you right now, so you can make empowered decisions moving forward. The universe has a way of bringing things full circle, and sometimes people need to experience loss before they truly understand value. So let me walk you through what I am seeing in these cards, and I think you are going to find some of this really eye-opening because the details are quite specific. The first card that came out for you is the Four of Cups, and this is actually showing me their current emotional state right now. When I see this card in this context, it is telling me about someone who is sitting in a space of apathy and disconnection. But here's what makes this interesting. This person has options around them. They have people interested in them. Maybe they even tried to move on or distract themselves with other connections. But nothing is hitting the same way. The Four of Cups shows someone who is emotionally unavailable to what is right in front of them because they are fixated on what they no longer have. I am seeing this person literally sitting there, arms crossed, looking away from new opportunities because they are internally focused on you. They might be going through the motions in their life. Maybe they are dating or hanging out with friends, but there is this emptiness they cannot shake. What is really significant here is that this card often appears when someone is in a period of contemplation and regret. They are reviewing the past, going through old memories, maybe looking at old photos or messages. And they are starting to realize that what they had with you was actually really special. This is not someone who has moved on successfully, Capricorn. This is someone who is discovering that moving on is a lot harder than they thought it would be. The Four of Cups energy is quite melancholic, and I am picking up that this person might even be withdrawing from their social circle a bit because they are so internally focused on processing these feelings about you. They thought the grass would be greener. They thought they would feel free or excited about new possibilities. But instead, they are finding everything else kind of dull and unfulfilling compared to what you two shared. The timing of this card appearing at the beginning of February suggests that something recent might have triggered this deeper contemplation for them. Maybe they saw you somewhere, heard something about you, or just hit a point where they could not ignore these feelings anymore. Now, the second card I pulled is the Three of Wands, and this is where things get really interesting because this card is about perspective and looking back from a distance. When someone has the Three of Wands energy, they have reached a vantage point where they can see clearly what they left behind. This person has moved forward in their life. They have put physical or emotional distance between you two. But now, from that distance, they are getting a clearer view of what they actually had with you. It is like when you climb a mountain and look back at where you came from, suddenly you can see the whole landscape and understand the journey differently. This card is telling me that this person is having one of those moments where they are looking back at the relationship and seeing it through completely new eyes. All the things they took for granted, all the ways you showed up for them, all the special moments and the depth of connection you shared, it is all becoming crystal clear to them now. The Three of Wands also represents longing and anticipation. So this person is not just casually remembering you. They are actively hoping and wondering about the possibility of reconnection. They might be watching your social media from a distance, asking mutual friends about you, or just constantly thinking about whether there is any chance to repair what was broken. What I find really significant about this card in your reading is that it suggests this person has learned something from the distance and separation. They went out into the world expecting to find something better or different. And what they discovered is that what they had with you was actually rare and valuable. The ship has sailed in the sense that they made their choice to leave, but now they are standing on the shore watching that ship and realizing maybe they got off at the wrong port. This is classic grass is greener syndrome, Capricorn, and they are on the other side of it now, recognizing that the grass was actually greenest with you. The third card that came through is the Ace of Wands. And this is absolutely fascinating because this is pure passionate energy and new beginnings. In this context, the Ace of Wands is showing me that this person is experiencing a rekindling of desire and attraction toward you. This is not just emotional regret or mental realization. This is visceral, passionate, almost primal energy, where they are remembering the spark and chemistry between you two. The Ace of Wands represents that initial fire, that excitement and magnetism that draws two people together, and this person is feeling that all over again. They might be having dreams about you, experiencing physical reactions when they think about you, or feeling that restless energy that comes when you want someone you cannot have. What makes this particularly significant is that the Ace of Wands is about initiation and action. This person is not just passively missing you. They are feeling inspired and motivated to do something about it. They might be crafting messages they never send, rehearsing what they would say if they saw you, or seriously considering reaching out. The Wand suit is all about willpower and desire, so this is someone whose want for you is growing stronger rather than fading with time. I am also picking up that this person might be feeling sexually frustrated or romantically unfulfilled in their current situation, and it is making them realize how good the physical and energetic connection was between you two. The Ace represents a seed of potential, so even though they messed up and walked away, there is this new spark of possibility growing in their mind about whether things could be different if given another chance. They are fantasizing about a fresh start with you, imagining how they would do things differently, how they would appreciate you more, how they would not make the same mistakes. This is someone whose desire for you is very much alive and actually intensifying as time goes on. Now here is where the energy shifts a bit, because the next card is the Tower, and this is showing me what caused this person to wake up and have these realizations. The Tower is about sudden revelation, destruction of false beliefs, and having your world shaken up. Something happened in this person's life that completely shattered their illusions and made them see the truth clearly. Maybe they went through a difficult experience. Maybe someone treated them poorly, and it made them realize how well you treated them. Or maybe they just hit a breaking point where they could not lie to themselves anymore about what they really wanted. The Tower can also indicate that their attempts to move on or build something new have completely fallen apart. Perhaps a rebound relationship crashed and burned, or they realized that the reasons they left you for were actually not valid or important. Whatever the Tower moment was for them, it was jarring and uncomfortable, but ultimately necessary for them to see reality clearly. This is the card that represents the ego death, the moment when all your carefully constructed stories about why you made certain choices just crumble, and you are left facing the raw truth. For this person, that truth is that they made a mistake, letting you go. The Tower is not a gentle awakening, Capricorn. It is a lightning bolt of clarity that you cannot ignore or rationalize away. This person got hit with that lightning bolt, and it destroyed whatever false narrative they had been telling themselves about why the relationship ended or why they were better off without you. Now they are standing in the rubble of those beliefs, and from that destroyed foundation, they are seeing you and the relationship for what it actually was. Something real, something valuable, something they should have fought to keep. The Lover's card appeared next, and honestly, when I see this card in a reading about someone from your past, it carries so much weight. The Lovers is about deep soul connection, choice, and union. This card is telling me that this person is recognizing that you two had something that went beyond surface-level attraction or convenience. They are realizing you were actually a match for them in ways that mattered, that there was genuine compatibility and harmony between you. The Lovers also represents the road not taken, the choice they are now questioning. They chose to walk away. They chose something else over you, or chose their own path without you. and now they are replaying that choice in their mind, wondering what would have happened if they had chosen differently. This card appearing in your reading suggests that this person sees you as someone special, not just another relationship, but potentially the one that got away. They are comparing everyone they meet to you and finding them lacking. They are remembering the emotional intimacy, the way you understood each other, the balance and partnership you had, and they are mourning the loss of that connection. The lovers can also indicate that this person is at a crossroads right now, trying to decide what to do with these feelings. Part of them wants to reach out and see if there is any possibility of reconciliation, but they are also afraid of rejection or of making things worse. They might be seeking advice from friends, doing their own soul searching, or just going back and forth in their mind about whether they should take the risk of trying to reconnect with you. What I am picking up very strongly with this card is that this person genuinely believes you two had something rare, and they are struggling with the knowledge that they might have lost their soulmate or twin flame connection because of their own actions or choices. The Star card came through next, and this is giving me chills a little because the Star is about hope, healing, and wishes coming true. In the context of this reading, the Star is showing me that this person is holding on to hope about you. They are wishing on stars, so to speak, hoping that somehow the universe will give them another chance with you. This card also suggests that they are trying to heal and improve themselves, possibly recognizing that they need to work on their own issues before they would be worthy of another chance with you. The Star is very much about renewal and faith in the future, so this person has not given up on the idea of you two potentially finding your way back together someday. They might be doing personal development work, therapy, or just generally trying to become a better version of themselves, and you are part of their motivation for that growth. The Star also represents guidance and inspiration, so you have become like a guiding light in their mind, someone they measure their progress against, someone they want to be good enough for. I am seeing this person looking at you almost like you are the star they are reaching for, the ideal they want to live up to. There is something quite poetic about this energy because the Star appears after the Tower in the tarot, representing the hope that emerges after destruction. This person went through their Tower moment. Everything fell apart. And now in the quiet aftermath, they are looking up at the night sky. And the star they see shining, there is you. They are making wishes about you, holding on to hope about you, and believing that maybe if they can heal and grow enough, the universe might bless them with the opportunity to try again with you. This is someone who sees you as their light at the end of the tunnel, their reason to believe in love again, their inspiration to become better. Now, the Knight of Cups is the next card, and this is actually quite literal in its message. The Knight of Cups is the romantic gesture card, the one that appears when someone is preparing to express their feelings or make a romantic move. This person is in their feelings about you, Capricorn, and they are strongly considering actually doing something about it. The Knight of Cups is the dreamy romantic who shows up with flowers and love confessions, and that is the energy this person is carrying right now. They might be romanticizing the relationship and remembering all the best moments, seeing everything through rose-colored glasses a bit, but the feelings are genuine even if the perspective is idealized. This card tells me that there is a strong possibility this person will reach out to you sometime soon. They are mustering up the courage, trying to find the right words, waiting for the right moment. The Knight of Cups can sometimes indicate actual messages or communication, so you might receive a text, a call, or some kind of contact from this person where they express their feelings or try to reconnect. Even if they do not reach out directly, they might send indirect signals, like liking old posts on social media, showing up at places they know you will be, or talking about you to mutual friends in ways that will get back to you. This person is in an active romantic pursuit mindset about you, even if they have not made their move yet. The Knight of Cups can also be a bit impulsive and led by emotions rather than logic, so if this person does reach out, it might be spontaneous, late at night, or in a moment where their feelings just overflow and they cannot hold back anymore. They are feeling lovesick, they are feeling nostalgic, and they are feeling hopeful that maybe, just Maybe you might feel something for them too still. The final card in your reading is Judgment, and this is incredibly powerful as a closing card because Judgment is about resurrection, second chances, and karmic reckoning. This card is telling me that there is a karmic element to this whole situation. This person is experiencing a spiritual awakening or evolution where they are being called to account for their past actions and choices. Judgment appears when it is time to face the truth, to be honest about mistakes, and to seek redemption or resolution. This person is in a phase of deep reflection and self-evaluation, looking back at how they handled things with you and recognizing where they went wrong. The Judgment card also suggests that the universe is creating circumstances that will bring you two back into each other's awareness, if not into each other's lives. This could manifest as unexpectedly running into each other, having mutual friends bring you up in conversation, or just synchronicities that keep reminding them of you. What is really significant about Judgment is that it represents a moment of reckoning and decision. This person is being called to make a choice, to decide whether they are going to reach out and try to make amends, or whether they are going to accept the loss and truly move forward. The appearance of this card suggests that whatever happens, there will be some kind of closure or resolution to this energy. Either this person will step up, be honest about their feelings and their regrets, and try to make things right, or they will have their final realization that it is truly over and they need to let go. Judgment is a card of rebirth and new beginnings that come from facing the past honestly. So there is potential here for healing and transformation, whether that means reconciliation or both of you getting the closure you need to move forward separately. For you, Capricorn, this card is a reminder that you get to be the judge here. You get to decide what you want, what you will accept, and what boundaries you need to set. This person may be experiencing regret and wanting another chance, but that does not mean you owe them anything. The Judgment card empowers you to make the choice that is truly best for your highest good. So Capricorn, those are the 9 cards I pulled for you about this situation. And I hope this gives you some clarity about what might be happening energetically with this person from your past. The overall message is pretty clear that someone is going through a significant period of regret, realization, and renewed desire for you. They are recognizing what they lost. They are feeling the absence of your connection, and they are seriously considering whether there is any path back to you. Now, what you do with this information is completely up to you. Maybe you have been sensing this energy already. Maybe you have been wondering if they think about you, and these cards are confirming your intuition. Or maybe this is news to you, and it is giving you a lot to think about. Either way, remember that you are in your power here. You get to decide what you want moving forward. If this person does reach out, you get to decide whether you are open to conversation or whether you have moved on, and that chapter is closed. The cards show their energy, their feelings, their regrets, but they do not dictate your response. Trust yourself. Trust your healing journey. And know that whatever unfolds, the universe has your back and is guiding you toward what is truly meant for you. Thank you for being here and letting me share these insights with you. I would love to hear if any of this resonates with your situation, so feel free to share your thoughts. Sending you so much love and clarity as you navigate this.